What is it that draws those rats in? Money? An ability to make anyone vanish at any time? Corruption? Or the fact that they know that they can get away with it? Thankfully, I was in the right place at the right time. I was lucky when I was convicted. I was given an opportunity.
Look at you. Honestly, mate, go home and sleep. You look dead.
No, I can't. I've got to finish all this paperwork tonight.
No, it's fine. I'll do the paperwork. You have to look at the folder though.
Out of all the people that would get set this assignment, us.
Yeah, mainly because you're the main person needed. Honestly, I'll go undercover and you go on the low-key profile. No one will know you're involved.
Do you even realise how much danger you're putting yourself into just by even talking to these people?
If I was, I wouldn't be working with you if I wasn't prepared for that. Come on, look at the folder. You better be right about this. Alright, I've got to go. My other phone's going off. Hello? Yeah, that's me. Alright, see you in a minute.
So, what's your name?
I'd rather not say. Believe me, I'm only interested in business work.
Good, it's better to keep your identity as hidden as possible. Have you ever been involved in this business before?
Only when experimenting with recreational uses when I was a teenager. No, not really.
You know, that's not the only thing our organisation does, right?
Yeah, I know, but got to start somewhere.
I think you're what we're looking for. You'll start as a runner, and should you want to, you can work your way up. Although I will say, if you make a mistake or lose any of our assets, you don't want to know what we'll do to you.
I wouldn't worry. That won't happen.
Good to hear you understand our standards. Meet a man at this stress, and once you've completed his instructions, call me.
I'm in. Although, I have to do something first. Talk to you tomorrow.
The second he hung up that phone, I knew that the undercover identity was exactly the kind of person that the organisation wanted. He was in deep, and I wasn't sure how safe he'd really be. If you get too comfortable in that gang, they'd notice, and then I can only guess what would happen. I'm really not sure if we're going to get anywhere with this. Like what? We're going to catch a load of criminals from an organisation and then some new ones. We're just going to come along and replace them.
I know, it's about making an example of them. We can't discourage other people from breaking the law, because that will just make others do it too. Trust me, it'll all be worth it in the end. I'm meeting one of the people from the higher up organisations tomorrow. He calls himself George Harris.
George Harris. If there's one person that's going to blow your cover without knowing who you are,
I know.
his name is George Harris. Seriously? He's not to be messed with.
I know. Look, I'll be careful, don't worry. Hold on. Hello? Alright. Hold on, let me write this down. Okay, cool.
Well?
He wants me to meet him in an hour. Don't worry. I'll get everything I need. Network if I can. And then, I'll see you later. God, I hope this works.
Come in.
Cheers.
Your work is very impressive. You've made us a lot of money, but barely any for yourself. Why?
I'm more interested in working my way up. You have to work first before you actually sustain any real income.
Well, would you care for a drink?
Cheers.
So I thought you could fool me, did you? Thought you'd come in here pretending to be someone else and I would notice. Nah, doesn't work like that. Now pay the price. Sleep tight. I don't really know who you are, but you said you only had your burner phone on you.
I did.
Then what's this?
It's just my other phone.
Then how do you explain this? If you're a cop, then please explain to me how you come to know so much about all of this trade. All of these different people that are only silhouettes, barely on the edge of being in the public, unless you know someone.
Don't know what to say.
I also find it convenient how Mitchell was arrested, and when he was, he went to prison. He should be out by now, and he'd have nowhere to go. He's probably out on the streets, or probably dead by now. You're working with him, aren't you? I won't say anything. I'll let everyone know that there's an undercover cop in their ranks. See if they can find you. They won't. I know they won't. Just promise me one thing.
What?
I don't want Mitchell to be alive much longer.
So you have no idea where he is?
He's still out in the field. He met a highly ranked member of the organisation yesterday. I haven't spoken to him since he left the office yesterday, but I'm sure he's
I
fine.
don't care what you think. He could be dead. He probably is dead. And you don't know, neither do I. Look, all I want you to do is just stay put. If anyone hears word of this, you imagine the media stories. You imagine the press, if they got word of this, what they'd say. God, can't imagine it.
What happened?
I was drugged. Woke up in a field, I was drugged, and I tried calling them back, but they just acted as if nothing happened.
We'll make some arrests. Your cover may have been blown, but we better start while we're ahead.
Okay. I'm going to talk to the Commissioner now.
You're under arrest on suspicion of a controlled substance, possession of a illegal firearm, and human trafficking. You're not to say anything, but it may harm your defence if you do not mention when questioned something which you later rely on in court. Anything you say may be given in evidence.
You're looking for someone? Whenever we make an arrest, you're specifically looking for someone. Who is it?
There are a few reasons why I turned myself in all that time ago. I realised that the organisation's needs for my services weren't needed for much longer. Some things I were trying out were just turning sour. The police, they were after me, so it was either get killed or run. Although the police found out somehow. And I went back to my apartment. I was in a relationship, but she wasn't there. I got a call from her, but it wasn't her. I got given directions, so I followed them, and I found her with someone else who had a gun pointing at her. She died. That's why.
I'm sorry to hear. Oh, hey, we will sort it all out. We'll find the person who did it and we'll catch them, I promise.
It's kind of weird how no matter how hard you try, you'll always end up alone. At the end of the day, revenge will take you over until there's nothing really left of you. There's only one thing between them and me, the fact I'm above the law and they aren't.
Stephen Mitchell. Who'd have thought I would have seen you here today? Ex-convict, businessman, and now pig. What is it that draws those rats in? Money, an ability to make anyone vanish at any time, corruption, or the fact that they can get away with it? I wonder what you think now of the man you've become, or for what you've done to other people, or how you tried to keep it from her. But before she died, we made sure she knew everything about you.
Shut up! Just shut up!
If you kill me, it only makes you as bad as the rest of us. Not that you already are. What does revenge get you, Mitchell? Nothing. Nothing but an empty feeling and deep regret. You only end up where you started.
Was it you?
What difference does it make? She's dead and gone. That's all that matters. I'm sorry for your loss, but I'm more remorseful for hers.
An ability to make anyone vanish at any time. Interesting.